Hi, everybody. Welcome to Elevating Your Life. I have just a tremendous guest ahead to share with you. This is going to be really fascinating to so many of you. It's some really amazing information that we're going to get today. We have with us today Tom Paladino. He is a Scalar Energy Researcher with over 25 years of experience developing healing techniques designed to help people all over the world to recover from pathogenic infection and experience true health and wellness. This is going to be so fascinating. First off, welcome, Tom. Thank you.
Paula, it's again my honor to be here.
Oh, I'm just so excited to see you again. Tom was
Yes.
an amazing guest of mine years ago. I just can't believe how long I've been interviewing, but so happy to have you back to learn, all the new updates and find out everything you're doing. Well, I would love if you'd like to share maybe a little more of your background to everyone and kind of what got you into this amazing work that you're doing.
Okay, thanks again for inviting me. We're going to speak about scalar energy today, which is not electricity. I think you'll find this very interesting. It's a new technology. Many people call that Tesla energy, scalar energy. And I've observed you can do incredible things with scalar energy. I have scalar energy instruments. And one of the things that I've discovered with a scalar energy instrument, you can control matter, physical matter. It's phenomenal what these instruments, what this technology can do. So I am a scalar energy researcher. I've devoted my life to this calling. I believe this is the next great technology that will advance humanity. That's the purpose of all technology, to advance us. And we will discover the benefits to be derived from this new technology.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So basically for the audience out there that has never heard of this, describe it a bit more for us. Like, what does it do and what are you seeing with it?
Yeah, it's a form of sunlight. It's sunlight or starlight. It's not electricity. It's much superior to that of electricity. So we're actually capturing the energy of the stars. And in so doing, you have this fundamental energy at your beck and call. That's what I have. Scalar energy is a fundamental energy, the primal energy of the universe. And why is that important? Well, if you can control energy, then you can control the outcome. And that's what I'm doing. If light energy is the cause, then the outcome is assured. And that's what I've been able to establish.
Because we are all just energy, aren't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And this energy it goes beyond time and space, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I firmly believe scalar energy is really the matrix or the omnipresence of God. It's not a local consideration. It's everywhere. It blankets the universe. So it probably is the omnipresence of God. It's the presence of the Holy Spirit. That's how important this energy is. It's non-physical. It's a divine energy. And it transcends time and space, as you put.
Yeah, it does. It does. And me, especially being a Reiki girl, I believe that with my Reiki energy. We are energy. Energy is more than tells our DNA what to do, doesn't it?
Of course. So we look at it as a divine information system. That's what a lot of people who have healing hands or some type of energy healing. Energy healing is informational healing. And you're putting forth the proper information. That's why you heal. You're taking disease, which is disinformation or the incorrect information, and you're correcting it. Light always corrects.
Isn't that beautiful? I mean, really, it's simple but powerful, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So simple. So simple.
And that's just exciting. So what would you say from your studies have researchers and physicists in the past, what have they done with this? Have they known about this?
Now, everybody I think now has heard the name Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, yeah, great mind. Tesla was inventing scalar energy instruments over 100 years ago. And he discovered that he could capture the energy of the stars and give us free energy. Tesla energy, or his radiant energy instruments, did not rely upon fossil fuels. He was able to tap into the stars. So what does that mean to mankind? Once we really understand this energy, we won't have to drill for oil again. We simply capture star energy, which is omnipresent. And this is the new energy paradigm, free energy for mankind.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's there for us to tap into, isn't it?
Right. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Now, we do that every day. Everybody who has the ability to think, thinking is really a scalar energy wave, or our feelings, our emotions are scalar energy waves. The human mind and the human heart are scalar energy vessels, so to speak. So this should not really be a foreign subject to anybody. We are composed of scalar energy. But sadly today, the scientific world focuses and isolates only as electromagnetic energy is valid. There's two energies. The other energy, scalar energy or Tesla energy, is just as valid. And actually, it's much more promising than that of electricity. So perhaps we can inculcate during this conversation that scalar energy is far superior to that of electricity, and scalar energy will be considered the king of energies pretty soon.
So would scalar energy then, let's say with my emotions or my thoughts, when I have an emotion or I have, particular thoughts, positive or negative, that's that energy and kind of where I direct it?
Exactly. So you can have a positive scalar energy thought or a negative scalar energy thought. Now, many people have been told, think positive, because eventually that's what you will produce, a positive outcome. Mm-hmm. Well, there's merit to that, because again, if this energy is the cause, the outcome, the effect will be what you established to begin with. So positive thinking, positive emotions will bring out a positive result. You want to be negative in life, you'll probably inherit that negative consequence.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, what we put out there, we get back. And so scalar energy is a big part of that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's intuition, it's consciousness. We've heard the term consciousness so often. That's what scalar energy is, or the omnipresence of God. So there is this all-pervading essence, scalar energy. It's everywhere. And we tap into it every second of the day. And then it's simply, how do you manifest using that energy? Do you use it for the good, or do you use it to your detriment? It's that simple.
Yeah. What direction you go, what you choose to do. So how would scalar energy, for instance, with our 7 chakras?
Right.
How is that going to work with our chakras?
I believe our chakras are composed of scalar energy, scalar light. And many people who have that gift that they can see an aura or chakras, I think they're tapping into those 7 vortices, those 7 points of scalar energy. And if you will, if we have 7 chakras, those are 7 spinning vortices of scalar energy. And that calls to mind that scalar energy, this instructive energy, is indeed sending out scalar energy instructions throughout our body. So why not be in alignment with those 7 chakras? Mm-hmm. And in so doing, you're going to download that information via your 7 chakras that will have cognitive and physical and spiritual implications.
Yeah. And would you say, how we have, our aura and the energy, basically the energy bubble we're in, that is a bubble of scalar energy.
Yeah, exactly. Scalar energy coexists with electricity. It's really it's a crying shame that that academia only focuses on electromagnetic energy. We've ignored scalar energy. Quite simply, there's two energies. It's so simple, but the world does not quite grasp that.
Yeah, yeah. And the scalar energy can be such a positive and such a healing. Tell us about some of the things you've seen over the years working with the scalar energy, how it has changed lives and impacted people's health. And
thank you. If this is a divine energy, I say it is, then it carries divine instructions. Meaning, if you really know how to control, manipulate scalar energy, you can have incredible control over nature. Well, one of the things I've been able to establish is I'm able to take a scalar energy instrument, and I work now with people by way of their photographs. I want to make that very clear. Anytime I work with people with a scalar energy instrument, people will email me their photographs. So I'm not working one-on-one with people. I work in the quantum dimension. So first and foremost, the scalar energy instrument allows me to work with people by way of their photograph, which is their quantum field or their energy signature. And then I've noticed when I'm working with their photograph only, I can balance their chakras. I can eliminate, eradicate, say, microbes or microorganisms. I can deliver nutrients. I can uplift their mood. I can change their mood from that of a sour mood to a positive, a more tranquil mood, perhaps even a vivacious mood. Now I'm doing all of that through the quantum field by way of a person's photograph. So that calls to mind that this is a new science. Obviously, electricity doesn't behave that way. I've never seen electricity work through a photograph. But in a quantum realm, everything is interconnected. And I work exclusively by way of photographs of people. And I can determine the outcome with the scalar energy instrument. That's the key here. If I'm working with fundamental energy, I can control the outcome of nature.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you know what that can do, because we are energy, and what, bringing in that positivity. And I'm just thinking the light of the stars. Oh my gosh. That is just an amazing concept.
It's the control of the universe. I'm going to repeat that. With the scalar energy instrument, you can control nature. You can control the outcome. Scalar energy controls the universe. And whatever function you've developed with a scalar energy instrument will control that specific task or that specific work performance. There's millions of things you can do with scalar energy. I've barely scratched the surface. But make no mistake about it, scalar energy provides consummate control over nature.
Yeah. So how would you say it works with, let's say, plants?
I believe scalar energy is the underlying mechanism of photosynthesis. I believe plants, all biological life, receives its energy from this life source, and electricity or magnetism have a secondary role. So scalar energy is the, if you will, the driving force of photosynthesis. My predecessor, Galen Hieronymus, a scalar energy researcher, grew plants in the dark with the scalar energy instrument. And he powered those plants, so to speak, with scalar energy, not with electricity. So that experiment proved that plants can be grown in the dark exclusively with scalar energy, and lending support to our theory that the driving force, the primary force behind photosynthesis is scalar energy, whereas electromagnetic energy has a concomitant effect, but it's not the driving force.
Wow. Wow. So it enabled those plants to grow without light.
Yes.
Because it gave them the
necessary nutrients and the information that they needed to grow. Isn't that fascinating?
Oh, it is. It is fascinating. So over the years, what has been, for example, one of the favorite studies that you've seen that you've come into?
Just recently, our group, Scalar Light, received notices from people in Tanzania. Now, we've been working with people around the world pro bono for HIV positive. And we started working with people in Tanzania in 2017. And all the test results and all of the testimonies now are coming in. And it's really a glowing report. Everybody's saying that they're no longer HIV positive, so that everybody from Tanzania is reporting sound health. They're no longer on any medication. They feel great, and they don't have a viral load for HIV. So, consider I've never been to Tanzania. I simply receive people's photographs, and I work with people by way of their photograph. Well, that begs the question, how did that happen? And this is the new science that we have to explore this. This cannot be explained by current academia and by current scientific protocol. This is a new science. Scalar energy is a new science. And again, the test results are quite stellar. People from Tanzania no longer are HIV positive. They've returned to work. They have no symptoms of HIV viral disease. So I would hope that the world will soon take note of this groundbreaking research that we're conducting and embrace it. This is going to be a blessing for mankind.
Oh, I have been to the border of Tanzania and met women working in an organization that helping people with HIV. That is huge. That is huge. Think of what can be done in so many areas around the world.
Exactly. By way of a photograph.
Yeah.
I realize some people don't have money for medical attention. That's obvious. Yeah. Anybody can send a photograph.
So how is it able to connect to a photograph? And here's a question. What if I sent a photograph from when I was 15 years old, not from now when I'm 62 years old? Would that make a difference? Does it have to be a recent?
The photograph, the age of the photograph doesn't matter. Scalar energy always works in the present moment. So regardless of the age of the photograph, it's always in the present moment. Now, as far as the photograph itself, what is that? Well, it's a copy of a person's signature, their energy signature. So anytime we have a photograph of a person, it captures their aura or their essence. It's a light signature. There's information on the photograph. My photograph is my information. Your photograph, Paul, is your information. It's distinct. And because a scalar energy instrument can recognize the difference between me and you, then it can send energy to your aura, to your scalar energy force field by way of your photograph. Now, this is the divine science that I work with. It's beyond the understanding of man. How can this be? Do you want to rationalize this? I don't blame you. Go ahead. But you cannot rationalize this with your understanding of electricity, because this is not electricity. So the laws and the theories of electromagnetic theory do not apply to radiant energy or Tesla energy or scalar energy.
Yes. Yes. And that is so fascinating. And that photo, and you're right, and everybody's energy field is different. And, like me, a Reiki practitioner, I have sent Reiki to people across the world, and they have felt it and do things. That's my energy. That's one little piece. You've got the whole globe there. Oh my gosh. This is really fascinating, Tom.
Yeah, I appreciate your posture. It is fascinating because we could treat the world by way of a photograph. For instance, today in my lab, I had probably 200,000 photographs of 200,000 people in my machine, my instrument. So today, effectively, I treated 200,000 people around the world. Some of those are group photographs. 200,000 people around the world by way of their photographs.
Oh, man. I mean, this is just huge and wonderful. And, really it seems like it's very simple, but powerful. And in my opinion, that's what it is. So many awesome things in our world are really simple. They don't need to be complicated. It's just, here it is. And this is pretty, here it is. And we already know that we are all energy.
Yeah, we are energy. We are. What are we composed of? Light. Why? It's a first principle. It's the cause. Light energy gives us being. It gives us a physical structure, but it's also responsible. Scalar light's responsible for our DNA. It creates our DNA. Is light important? Sure it is. Without it, there'd be chaos. So scalar light is the instructions for everything, including our soma, our physical body, our cognitive thinking, our spiritual body. Sure.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit, give us some information how the audience can research you, contact you.
In order to prove this, we are willing to treat everybody in the world for free by way of their photograph. Our website is scalarlight.com, scalarlight.com. And anybody in the world can sign up. Send us your photograph on our homepage, you'll see it. And we'll treat your entire family, including your pets. You're simply going to email us your photograph. We'll balance your chakras. We'll perform a microbial cleanse. We'll create nutrients in your body. Then you decide, after 50 days of these quantum sessions, the scalar energy sessions, how you feel. Now, keep in mind, this is new. My work is groundbreaking. Nobody in the world is really approaching scalar energy the way I am. So I want the work to be of the merit of people's testimony. In other words, I want people by their firsthand account to say either this works or it doesn't work. And that's why we give away free sessions. Let the people speak is what I'm getting at. Yes. That's why we give away free sessions. Let the people decide.
Oh, wow. Oh, how fascinating. Oh my gosh. What first turned you on to this, Tom?
I was enthralled with Nikola Tesla. When I discovered that Tesla was working with scalar energy instruments, it enthralled me. He's such a genius, unparalleled genius. He was really the one that gave me the impetus to pursue this career. Mm-hmm. Because what he has achieved to this day, after 150 years, nobody's duplicated.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you just came upon it, and it's become a passion, and
very much so.
Researched and discovered over the years. That is
it's the new technology. If this is the first time you've heard of scalar energy, it will not be the last. It's the new technology. Mm-hmm. Science moves on. It's progress.
Yes.
And we're going to change the world. This will change the world for the better.
Yes. It is very exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I will be sending a picture.
Please.
Wow. So, in just a couple words to someone going, oh, I think I want to do it. I think I want to do it. Okay. How do I really want to explain that to myself? What few words would you give them to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what's going to happen.
You're going to email your photograph to me. I'm going to work with this technology, scalar energy, by virtue of your photograph, the energy on your photograph. And we're going to access you by way of your photographic energy or your aura. And because this is a divine energy, you will feel the benefits. In some measure, this divine energy will improve your health.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? And because our body is so amazing, and our aura, and with energy means so much of us, and light being so vital, really it just all makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Simple and wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, so again, it is scalarlight.com.
Yes,
correct?
correct. SCALAR, scalarlight.com. Don't be bashful. Send us your photograph. Include your pets. Include your
Oh,
entire family and your pets, and we'll treat everybody for 15 days.
oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, gosh. Do you have any favorite little stories or favorite little feedback, something that someone at one time shared that you'd like to share with us?
In reference to scalar energy?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Tesla once said, or actually a number of times, as soon as man attaches instruments to this wheelwork of nature, we will make so much progress. This will be responsible for unparalleled progress. He called it non-physical science, and he's right. So we're leaving behind the motor. We're leaving behind the turbine. We're leaving behind the combustion engine.
Mhm.
And we're going to non-physical energy, non-physical energy.
Yes. And really that makes sense because that's how our body is.
Yes,
You know, it's not that our DNA affects this and this and this. No, our energy tells our DNA what to do. So
right.
it balances and it makes sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you, Paula. Because the instructions light always precedes the outcome, which is physical manifestation.
Yes.
So it's cause and effect.
Mhm.
And the grand cause of the universe is scalar energy. So why not concentrate on the cause that can assure your outcome, the effect?
Yeah. Concentrate on the cause. Oh, it couldn't have said that better. I love that. Oh, Tom, well, thank you so much. I am just so happy to share you with everyone and open this up to everyone because I know so many of us, so many don't know about this, and it's a word to spread. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. I so appreciate you, and Happy New Year. We are in 2022 now. Love, hugs, and blessings. Tom, love, hugs, and blessings. Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. All right. Bye, everyone.